Kyle Brandt from NFL Network's Good Morning Football. Just how important the Ravens game, not only for the Browns, but for Deshaun Watson.
It is time now. Show up in Cleveland last year, very bizarre season. And this year is supposed to be the clean, new starting experience. Injury. Here we go. Played well last week. Apparently came out of it healthy. Now you're going at Baltimore, division rival. This is the time. With Lamar on the other side doing his job, you got to do your job. It's been a weird warm-up where it's had ups and downs and injuries and off the field and all that. This is purely a football conversation. Go beat the Ravens. That is a signature win as a Cleveland Brown for Deshaun Watson. If you beat Baltimore and come out at 6-3 with that defense, then we're like, can they beat the Chiefs? Can they beat everybody in the AFC? It's a huge day for, I think it's his biggest start by far as a Brown in the very short time he's been there. If he shows us something, if he gives us the good Deshaun Watson, like the Browns can do it all this year.
Trevor, the way he lays that out, I can't argue with anything. I think it is a huge game for Deshaun Watson. You go out and you win this. These are the kind of games you go and get Deshaun Watson to win for you.
Yeah, and I agree completely. This is the most important Deshaun Watson game that he has had since he has come to Cleveland. Now, it's not like this will be the only one. There will be others, especially getting to the playoffs like they hope, making deep playoff runs. Obviously, those games are paramount as well. But up to this point, Kyle hit the nail on the head. Last year was a roller coaster of a season. This was supposed to be okay. A lot of that stuff is, you're starting with a clean slate. He has the injuries and everything like that. And you go out and you trade for and you sign a guy like Deshaun Watson to that massive contract to win these games. Of course, it's easier said than done. It's difficult. You're going into Baltimore. They're a fantastic team this season. It's a divisional opponent. Like, all of that stuff is going against you, but you bring in and you pay a quarterback like this to win these games, to give yourselves a chance to win these games, right? This is not like yeah, but it was in Baltimore, or like, yeah, but the Ravens are real good this year. No, you have put your money where your mouth was, essentially, in this situation, and this would be a massive win for him if he gets this. I agree completely with Kyle.
Yeah, and it's not like he has to, I'm not saying he has to throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. He has to make the big plays that enable them to win the game. When the game is on the line, if you need to make... Give me the touchdown pass or the long pass to Amari Cooper that sets up the go-ahead touchdown that wins the game. That's what I mean by winning the game for them.
Yeah, I would agree completely. Yeah, it doesn't, winning the game it's not a benchmark of production. Like, it's not, okay, well, that looks like 300 yards. Now, obviously, if he plays very well and they still don't win the game, it's not like that's all for naught. You can say, wow, look, he played really well in a very important game. That's a building block moving forward. But you're right. I mean, you want him to show up in those big moments. And ultimately, you'd like that to come away with a victory. But it needs to be a big-time performance for him, and I would say his best that he has seen since he's been in Cleveland.